Sorry, but I was gonna say, but I think we also need to have the conversation about how far is it deception and how far are guys just dumb? Because, man, stick with me on it.
I'm jumping straight into the first game.
Stick with me on this. Stick with me on this,
I'm
okay?
listening. Sure.
Because it's like I've seen posts where guys are like, I just want a girl who's natural, no makeups, nothing, just like plain, just beautiful. And then they post a girl with like, clearly you can see there's contouring there, there's super lipsticks, there's a
What went
weave,
into
there's
that?
eyebrows and eyeshadows and all that. I just want a natural girl. So do guys actually know? Do guys actually know what makeup looks like, or what's going on?
Hey, nah.
That's a conversation we have to have, especially if you didn't grow up with a sister or someone where you can see these are all the applications and blah blah.
Nah. But I think also a part of the reason why people get so upset is because the consequences of romantic things, I suppose, are way deeper than. Because if I believe that, for instance, a rapper is rich, but he's not, it's not gonna affect my life, right? But if I believe that you're this wonderfully beautiful woman, and then now we have gorilla kids, it's gonna be
Thanks.
like,
Yeah.
What?
There was
no bullshit, and it goes deep. I think there was a guy in China who actually he took a woman to court and won. He won a case where the woman had cosmetic surgery, right?
I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah,
I was gonna bring that up. It's a lie.
I don't know how he found out. I think it was after a child was born and the child was not attractive at all. Then homie was like, "What happened, bruh? How did this occur?" And he took her to court and won, bruh.
I think it was a lie. I was gonna bring that up. I think someone did like a little. Yeah. Someone did a little documentary about the lady. She was saying how this thing like ruined her life. It was like yeah.
She's always naturally looked like that.
No, they're not even married. I think it was like a photo shoot or something. So people would like use their image to be like, yo, like this lady like catfished her husband after she had surgery and the kids came out ugly or whatever. Yeah, that's not even her family or something to that effect. I'm gonna don't quote me, I'm gonna double check, but I remember seeing there's a documentary about that woman saying that story, that narrative is a lie.
Yeah. But I guess that brings up another point that the interwebs, internet is generally a dishonest place. So don't take everything that you see, as the God's honest truth. Take it with a pinch of salt, whatever it is.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And you see even like on Instagram how people go out of their way to look a certain way, because we're trying to appeal to them. We want to look. Yeah. So, hey, the internet is a dangerous place for love and like all of these things.
Yeah. Because also, right, the question is how far, like, for me, the questions of deception or not come from, like how far, like what steps did you take in your presentation? For instance, the fact how like bigger bodied girls will always take photos of just their face, so you don't get to see how big she actually is until you meet her in person. That's what cats used to cry about when internet dating started. Now it's worse because you got scammers and shit. Niggas that lost thousands. So, but for me, that's the thing. Like if a woman is willing to take a shot of herself in a completely different angle, and all those angles are the same, then you realize, okay, something is going on here, bro. This person is putting on a show. Like they're trying to show me something that is not real, or they're not showing me the full picture. And I think in those situations, that's when it's time to get suspicious. It's the same as when you see dudes and they're always in their car. And you have to wonder, is this homie homeless? How come all of these videos?
Yeah.
Where does he live?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a lot of investigation has to has to happen, and for people to just be comfortable with themselves, with who they truly are. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because because there's no short supply of dudes who are gonna love a heavy set woman who that's their thing. That's what they desire. There's entire chat rooms on the internet where people just go on there and talk about like, ooh, I love me, you know, some plus size women, you know what I'm saying? And they share images there with each other and they just like, I wish. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that Redman piece?
Oh, the new Redman. I like, yeah.
No, not the new Redman. Redman been about it. He had videos where all the girls were just like, plus size women, bro. And he was rubbing up on them. Yeah. I wonder what you're describing. Like, I just wish I could. He was living that out in the music video. Like, yes, mama. Cover me in your goddess flesh.
Yeah. So there we go. There's Redman, prime example. So I'm definitely a proponent of like your type is out there, and not just one or two. There's not just one or two people who think you are delicious. Like there's thousands. You just have to find them and position yourself in a place where you know you can relate to your people instead of chasing people who are not your type or you're not their type. You know what I'm saying?
But then the question is how much does the internet encourage us to bring out our best selves and the version of ourselves that we present on the web? Like how much of that is a reflection of what our society has taught us the value and whatnot, you know? Because like there's a reason why dudes are posing in front of cars that they don't own. You know what I mean? There's a reason why cats are filling up like bottles of champagne with water. You know, like there's reasons for all these things, and I suppose it's because of the society we live in and what we've been taught is important or what's valuable. What do you guys?
Go ahead, V.
No, please go ahead. I've been talking too much. I'll jump in after you.
Yeah, no, I actually want to agree because, like social media is, well, it depends on how you see it, but a lot of it is very like superficial, you know, and we put things out there because one, we want to be liked. So if I'm putting out, like if I'm creating a profile and one of the main reasons why I'm putting the profile out is to get maybe friends or like a potential boyfriend or like people to like me, I'm going to make sure that I put out a show that is going to be appealing to the people that I'm trying to attract or bring into like viewing my profile or engaging with me, right? So in that sense, social media doesn't really encourage you to be yourself, you know? And if you look at social media now and you look at, you know, the lives that people are kind of putting out there, a lot of us come from like average, you know, like homes, you know, there's not like really anything fancy. We just come from like normal backgrounds. But you'll never see any of media.
So everybody's a millionaire on Insta.
Everyone is just like there, you know. And I wonder, how did these people get there? What you know? And it's unfortunately the culture, you know. And what I have done with my social media, there was a point when I also used to, and okay, this is another thing that I realized about social media, that it kind of creates this the self-importance thing. It promotes self-importance. So you want to take a picture of yourself. Exactly. You're like, look at me, I'm so beautiful. Look at me from this angle, you know? And there's a lot of us that are doing that on social media. And I'm not I'm not special. There was a point when I used to like take pictures like that religiously. I'll take like 100 pictures and choose 2 or 3 that I think are the best and post those on because
I'm over 100, fam. That's exactly. A lot of work. Yeah.
It's just like changing angles like this, right? It's not it's not like I'm moving to different areas, you know? And I realized I was like, I can't do this. I can't live this life anymore, you know? So
too much work.
It's too much. It's too much. Yeah, no,
Real life, right? You're still gonna have to wake up in your little bed, in your small
exactly.
house, wherever you're living, or to see after you done put on
Exactly.
your profile, you put it on Insta.
Exactly. And I felt like the people that are gonna like me, they're gonna like me for me. So I stopped putting up like pictures of myself. You see, like I don't have a lot of pictures of like myself recently on social media because I feel like my tribe will just come. I don't have to put on a show and be like, look at me. But it's not the case for everyone. Yeah.